Please have a seat in the witness chair. Mr. Anderson.
Can you please state your full name?
Tatiana Ruiz Leyva.
Tatiana Ruiz Leyva.
Tatiana, were you tubing with a group including Nikolai on the Apple River on July 30, 2022?
Sí,
Yes.
Do you see yourself in that photo over there?
sí.
Yes.
Which one are you?
La que está con el sombrero al lado del pullover blanco.
¿Al lado de qué?
Del que trae el pullover blanco.
Oh,
La que,
I'm the one wearing the hat right next to the guy in the white T-shirt.
Inés tu Emi.
Ernesto.
Emi, al lado
Emi.
de Emi.
Oh, correction from the interpreter. And next to Emmy.
Who is Emmy?
La que está al lado mío, la blanquita chiquita, la
De-
esposa de Neti.
¿La que qué?
Oh, sí,
The one that is right next to me, the white girl who is short, and she is Neti's wife.
And do you recall a time when you were on the river that day where you saw people with bloody injuries?
Sí,
Yes.
Did you see anything before that on what led to that?
no.
No.
And when you spoke with police, you told them you didn't see anything, you weren't looking in that direction?
Correcto.
Correct.
Did you, after you saw people with the injuries, did you call 911?
Sí.
Yes.
Can I have Exhibit 63? Tatiana, do you remember, did you have trouble speaking with the person on 911?
Sí,
Yes.
Did you hand the phone to someone else?
sí, se lo pasé a Rosy.
Yes, I handed it to Rosie.
And then, does Rosie speak fluent English?
Rosy se lo pasa a Emi later.
Rosie handed it to Emmy later.
And just to clarify, this is Emmy,
Sí,
Yes.
the purple T-shirt.
sí.
Yes.
Did you have any idea what happened?
No,
No.
Do you remember seeing Nick come back to the group?
sí.
Yes.
Did you notice anything about him? Was he calm, worried, angry?
No, normal.
No.
Ya, viene del agua, normal.
Just normal. He was coming from the water. Just normal.
And what was the tube ride to the exit like? Were you guys talking? Was it quiet?
Muy callados.
Very quiet.
Do you remember Nick saying anything on the tube ride out?
No, nunca.
No, never.
I don't have anything else.
Mr. Chirafisi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ma'am, do you remember being interviewed initially? Well, do you remember being interviewed by a Spanish-speaking police officer on August 3rd of 2022?
Sí,
Yes.
Do you remember where you were interviewed?
sí.
Yes.
Can you tell me where that was?
En la casa de mi hermano.
At my brother's house.
Sí, redondo, sí.
Okay. And that officer was asking you questions about what happened about 4 or 5 days earlier when you were on the river with Nick Mute.
Sí,
Yes.
sí.
And
Yes.
your memory was better in August of 2022 than it is today. Is that fair?
Sí,
Yes.
Okay. And you knew on July 30th of 2022 that at some point on your trip, Nick was looking for a phone. Is that right?
sí,
Yes.
And you knew that he had left your group to go look for that phone, correct?
sí,
Yes.
You knew that Nick was by himself, separated from your group while he was looking for that phone. Is that right?
sí,
Yes.
And Nick was with you guys in terms of that group, but he was also with his wife is in that picture. Is that right?
sí,
Yes.
So it was Nick and his wife were part of the group that was tubing.
sí.
Yes.
Did Nick appear to be in a good mood that day? He didn't appear to be angry or anything?
No, nunca estuvo enojado, estaba muy bien.
No, he was never angry. He was just fine.
And when Nick is, you see that he has a snorkel and goggles, is that right?
Sí,
Yes.
And when he's looking for the phone, he goes off with those snorkel and goggles looking, right?
sí,
Yes.
Your group is waiting for him to come back. You're over on the side of the river at that point, right?
sí,
Yes.
And you were asked by Attorney Anderson if you saw what happened, and your answer was that you didn't see anything.
no, nada.
No, nothing.
Did you hear anything?
¿Cómo que escuché algo? ¿En qué momento?
What do you mean if I heard anything? At what moment?
Did you hear anything that sounded like an altercation or a fight?
¿Pero en qué momento? ¿En el momento que ni baja o cuándo? No, no escuché nada.
But at what moment when Nick came down, or when? No, I didn't hear anything. What time are you talking about?
There's a time when Nick's gone away from you guys with his snorkel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a time that you see him come back, right? You see him come back to your tubes.
Uh-huh.
In between those two times, do you hear people yelling or fighting?
Cuando él regresa ya había pasado y sí, se oía la bulla y eso, sí.
When he came back,
Se oía la bulla.
things had happened, and you could hear the loud noise. Yes.
And you were asked, when Nick came back, did he say anything to you, to the group? Do you remember being asked that?
Recuerda que le preguntaron de qué lo que vio cuando ya regresó a su grupo.
Sí, pero no se habló nada, no se preguntó nada.
Yes, but we didn't talk about anything. We didn't talk about anything. Nothing was asked.
Do you remember telling that Spanish-speaking police officer that when Nick came back to your group, he told you the kids jumped me?
Dijo, esos muchachos se me echaron encima. The kids jumped me.
No, no recuerdo.
No, I don't
No sonó
remember.
nada, todo el mundo quiet.
Everybody was quiet.
So I just want to make sure, you don't remember telling that to the officer back on August 3rd of 2022?
Usted le dijo eso al policía.
Bueno. ¿Qué? No, no recuerdo.
No, I don't remember.
And you described Nick as, when he came back, he was quiet?
Estaba callado cuando regresó.
Sí, callado.
Yes, quiet.
Before he left to go look for this phone, was your group talking and laughing and having fun?
Ustedes siguen riéndose y cosas.
Sí,
Yes.
And when he came back to your group,
Regresó él al grupo.
the talking, the fun, that all stopped. Is that right?
Conversaciones pararon, ya no hablaban, ¿cierto?
sí, todo se acabó.
Yes, everything was over.
I don't have anything else, Judge.
Mr. Anderson?
Señor Andrés, ahora.
You spoke with a Spanish-speaking detective at your house some days after the incident, right?
Sí,
Yes.
You also spoke to an officer right after you got out of the river.
al salir del río nos pararon allí, pero no, no recuerdo. Mucho policía, no sé.
When we got out of the river, they stopped us there, but I don't remember. There were a lot of police presence. There was a lot of police presence.
The officers that when you got to the exit didn't speak Spanish, right?
No, no.
No.
No hablamos, no se habló, yo no hablé.
No, we didn't say anything. Nothing was said. I didn't say anything.
You told an officer there you heard boys yelling, "Help, help, help." Do you remember that? You said that in English?
Ah, no, eso sí.
Oh, yeah, that
Sí.
I did, yes.
Do you remember when you heard the boys yelling, "Help, help, help"?
Que alguien decía, help, help.
Sí, una chica.
Yes, a girl.
Oh, was it a girl who was injured?
Era una chica que estaba lastimada.
Sí, tenía su mano en el estómago.
Yes, she had her hand on her stomach.
Do you know why you said boys?
Can you repeat the question?
Do you know
for the
why you
interpreter?
said boys were yelling for help?
Please, could you please repeat the question?
Do you know why you said boys were yelling for help?
Usted sabe por qué dijo que había chicos gritando, ¿verdad?
Sí,
Yes.
Why?
¿Por qué?
yo iba bajando y ellos estaban gritando, help, help, y vi el grupo de chicos allí, un grupo, pero no estaba yo cerca de ellos. Y ahí fue cuando yo mismo me retiro porque como que fue lejos y llamé a la policía.
I was
La chica.
getting
Pero no
off,
que-
and there was a group there, and the kids there were yelling, "Help, help!" But I was kind of far away. But that's when I called the police.
When you heard the boys yelling for help, was that before Nick came back to your group?
Sí,
Yes.
Nothing else.
Mr. Troffizi.
Ma'am, do you know that people were injured on the river, right?
Salieron personas lastimadas en el río, ¿verdad?
Sí,
Yes.
And one of the people that was yelling or asking for help was this girl that had been injured. Is that right?
Lastimada, ¿verdad?
sí,
Yes.
Do you know now that there were some males that had been injured?
Que habían salido lastimados también.
sí,
Yes.
Do you know when you heard help, if that was after those males had been injured?
sí,
Yes.
So, if I'm hearing you right, those males are injured, then they're yelling, or somebody's yelling for help. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Ms. Ruiz Leyva. You may step down. You are excused.